Welcome back. This is Dr. Rohit from Indian Students Academy and Rohit Productions. Today's topic, the doctor's boys locker room, where all the shit happens. And what all will it cover? It will cover cyber security, cyber crimes and cyber punishments which are almost 19 years plus or total imprisonment of life, with a fine of up to 7 lakhs to 9 lakh rupees. So before starting with this, let me just clear something. Where we have some people who are very poor and who cannot afford their education. Sometimes they are being sponsored, and there are some institutes which give them education. But after leaving that institute, these people join some organizations, join some non-profit organizations or some foundations where they are being funded for their further career or further clinic or hospital. So these crimes take place with these kind of people. So just be careful whenever you are, and this is just an awareness of cyber security and cyber awareness. So this session, do not miss it. It's going to be a lifetime experience. And sometimes when we approach their institutes or educational institutes, these people get unnoticed, or these people are just waved off because the educational institutes are very reputed and they have a name. So sometimes no action is being taken against them, or the institutes request that please do not take any action. Otherwise, if the institute does not request it, these people can undergo imprisonment for life and or imprisonment up to 17 to 19 years with a fine of 7 lakhs to 9 lakh rupees. Interesting? So this is the fun of cyber security and cyber crimes. Let's get to our session. First thing, let me just show you, do not go for the phone numbers or the chat. This is just a print out of those things where people are talking about group X, and further they are talking about how they have cheated someone and how they have done a fraud of 2 lakh rupees. Further, many more things in this. It's a booklet of around 100 pages. This starts with page 1 and it ends with around page 100. So chat of around 100 and more pages. This is how it covers. So before covering this, let me have some few characters for this play. Before starting this, it said that someone gave me this, which is already done. Sorry. All this is written. I can remember it. But then there is something which I have to say. There is nothing. If you put yourself in my position, you will say that no amount of sorry can erase what has happened or has said or has been projected. You cannot undo what is said. We are all humans and we have the same emotions. What you said, you can get away with it. But when the same is said on your face, then you realize what you are saying. And when someone says it in front of everyone, like I'm saying it in front of conference, then you realize what mistake have you done. Thank you. Let's get back to our work, where we have this new session, cyber crime, locker rooms and cyber funding. These non-governmental organizations of their areas and the foundations coming up actively, they have a funding for that. A small topic to say, let's start it. Let us understand this concept, remembering college days, locker rooms, how locker rooms were active in messaging, trolling, Orkutting, calling, messaging, mailing, and keeping in touch through phone. Here's a small story of a few friends who have never been outside college. They have never known the IT culture. They have never worked with other people except their family, except their college, maybe their academic college and their hostel life, and then their clinic or hospital, if they ever join, if anyone takes them to the hospital. So their clinic, so their life is very much privatized. Their life is not not very much dealing with the normal general public, just dealing with the patients and just with the professors. So they don't have the blazer kind of approach, or you can say they do not have a daily functioning attitude, or they do not meet a lot of people. So they are not socially liable, or they are not socially responsible for things they do, like the other people who are on a daily basis deal with people around all around the world. They have to be socially responsible for things what they do. But sometimes some people are not that active socially. They have their home, they have their clinic, or they have their business around with the home attached, and they do not have to respond to others, and they do not think what others think about them. They earn for doing their work, and they then leave. And they can say anything on phone 21, and they can do anything on cyber trolling, or cyber crime is increased because of this kind of attitude. So once these people are exposed, so they will become realize they will realize that what are they doing and what they should not do. Because people do not know them, they tend to get away with such things, as they are socioeconomically poor, they have poverty line, and they have to like sometimes earn for their family, so they do such kind of business. So let's start about things. So here's a story of a few friends who have never been outside the college, or maybe their work area, because their work area involves only them and their receptionist or their worker. That's it. 2 people, 3 people max. They are unaware of the work culture or the work ethics, integrity, and moral values, which are very strict when one works in the IT sector or hospitals, or when there is a hierarchy and competition for promotion, or for salary, or for earning. So these people never know about the industries or the sectors, and these people are always, the source of internet for them would be internet. As per my last video, the source of internet for them would be the internet. So let's talk about this. It's a story of 4 doctors. Dr. Teja from Yavatmal, Dr. Wasim from Karanja, Dr. Aswani from Malegaon, Dr. Suhail from Gujarat, and these are being funded with associated female doctors who are involved in that, and there are some doctors also who are funding them. So Dr. Virani and there are female doctors who are like not funding them, but then there are some friends of them who are pushing them, who are doing some defamatory images being sent on social media like Facebook, and then people watching them and they are showing it. So it is like projecting someone bad, or projecting insulting someone, or defaming some institute, or where they are educated, or then defaming their colleagues. So these kind of things happen, where we call it as defamation. Normally it's a defamation, or it's like projecting someone low. So these girls are also involved. There are some. It's not only boys' locker room or boys for. Okay, it's not only boys' locker room, but then girls are also involved in crime. And most of the time, it is about out of 10 people, 6 people back out. 6 people back out. The 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So these people are the one who are in the cyber crimes. Out of these 10, 6 people are rich. 6 people have their own work and they are not involved. And 6 people have their own certificate where they are being socially responsible, or where they are known by the institutes, or whether they are planning for their studies abroad. So these people will not take part in these kind of things. So these, out of this boys locker room, out of 10 people, 4 people will take part in this. So these are the 4 names already we have in our story. So now these 4 doctors, along with the non-governmental organization and the funding being done by the foundation, which is the maybe some Hosseini Foundation, recovered a lot of funding. Further, they started, what did these guys do? They started adding doctors on WhatsApp. Whether the doctor is wants to join, they made a group. Whether the doctor wants to join their group or not is a thing which needs to be taken care of. The person needs to give his consent. They added the number and in the conversation, and about the doctor the conversation was there. So this is the first fault, adding someone, hacking someone's WhatsApp, and then adding the person, which is a punishable act For such people who do not know about law, this is a punishable act around 3 years of jail plus 2 years of imprisonment. They added, then they defamed it, defamed the doctors, not only the doctors who were added, but around the doctors from the institutes, the senior reputed professors from the institutes, about the girls studying over there, about sending nude pornographic images, and about talking about nonsense about all the girls, like I showed you in the paper with the phone numbers. So this was thing which was being done, and we should have taken care of it. Actually, should have taken care of. But then the institute denied, saying that let it be, maybe the first time we are leaving them off, and then they got unnoticed. So further, what happened? They defamed. They tried making some kind of signs where they were doing defamation, taking some names or taking some cause, which is a cause of cyber terrifying. So cyber terrifying will give you an imprisonment for life. Further, they have a lot of things have been done about people who they do not know, like maybe the prime ministers, maybe the people of the parties. So they started defaming them, they started making posters, they started making images, they started making names of these things. Happened on a daily and regular basis, and people who never wanted to join them were rather forced to join the WhatsApp group. So these things happen a lot. So be aware of your rights. Your cyber privacy is very important. Invading of your cyber privacy can lead to an imprisonment of the person and jail for him. So all such things happened, and then these people did whatever they wanted. So those doctors who were involved, their names were almost being, their image was being distorted. In fact, defamation, insult, image being distorted, further cyber privacy, cyber hacking, hijacking, these all things, and they need a support of some IT professional for doing all those things. So some IT professional from a reputed company where an IT executive or IT health support engineer would be helping them from a Fortune 500 company, if I'm not wrong. So this is what happens. So the Fortune 500 company's reputation is at stake, might lose its stocks. Further, let's talk about things. So what are the applicable sections? If such things happen with such companies, let them be companies, whatever they are. So if such things happen, what are the remedies? What are the applicable sections under IT? So under IT sections, we have, under the IPC Act, we have section 416. One thing I need, if this thing happened, they start cyberbullying, they start cyber trolling, they started cyber hijacking, they started cyber defamation, they started cyber insult, they started, they projected someone bad, they they distorted the peace of the country, distorted the, started some kind of, for some cause they are doing it, under some name they are doing it. So what is the remedy for that? What is the punishment for them? So this is being a very interesting topic where I am publishing a book on this. This is again going to be a cyber security book for your cyber laws. Don't worry, I am covering the most of the portions of this in this video, so that you will develop an interest for cyber security and cyber crimes, and you know your rights. So mixing up the laws, the IPL laws and the cyber laws. What are the applicable laws for them? Applicable sections are section 416, section 449, section 50, section 503, section 506, section 507, section 508, section 509, section 5010, section 5010. 10 sections are done. Section 292, section 67A of IT Act, section 66E of IT Act, section 66D of IT Act, section 67 of IT Act, 15 sections done. Section 511, 17 sections for them. Okay, 17 sections and imprisonment for life plus 17 sections plus 7 lakhs of compensation. So what is the punishment for someone who does this? So let's talk about a few things where we were talking about the punishment for these people. These people will have to be undergo for hacking this around 5 lakh rupees in 3 years. Further, IPC sections 379, so 18 section, section 379 and 406. So this would be a bailable offence. And section 379 IPC, this is a non-bailable offence. Further, data theft and source theft, yes, it is done. Section 379, section 405, section 420 and section 63 of this. Then phishing is also a little, yes, section 43. Cyberbullying and trolling, section 500, section 506, section 507. 2 years imprisonment is fine. Under 500, 506, 507, it will be charged as bailable offence. Cyber terrorism, yes, if they write something before posting something, okay, if they are doing some kind of cause and they use some name, then this is an imprisonment for life. If I use some name and do it, imprisonment for life. Section 153A. Cyber Act, IT Act, section 66F. This is non-bailable, and 66F should be a non-bailable, whereas 153A will also be a non-bailable. And then further, pornography a little, yes, section 67A, 66A, 10 lakh rupees fine, 5 years of imprisonment. So total imprisonment right now is 11 plus 5, 16 years plus imprisonment for life. With the applicable sections, section 292, section 293, section 294, section 500, section 506, section 509, and it will be a bailable offence. Further things, cyber defamation is the most important thing, where you cannot defame someone, or you cannot project someone you do not know, or if you know someone, you cannot project someone, which is a very acceptable thing, where I do not know you. I've shown you the proof, I've shown you the conversations, so I have the proof and I can say what I have shown, but I'm not defaming you. That is it. So it is section 500 and 509. If I do not know anything, I do not have anything, and if I'm saying it, then I might be defaming you. It is 3 years of imprisonment with and fine, and it has 66A can charge this offence and should be a bailable offence. So total 19 years of imprisonment with imprisonment of life, and total this is around, fine should be around 8 lakhs, 3, 2 lakhs, 3, 5 lakhs, 8, 7, 9, 9 lakhs, 10 lakh rupees fine, 10, 19 lakhs, 19 and 350, 24 lakhs, around 24 lakh rupees. Fine around 23 lakh rupees. So fine around 23 lakh rupees, and then defamation with all those charges for the people who do not know and who still get involved with them. So what is the thing? When you do not know law, is not knowing law is not a crime, but not being innocent is a crime. If you do not know law, you cannot do a crime. For the crime, there is a mind. For a mind, there is a mastermind. So the people who always do such things do not get involved themselves. They do it through some people, and these people who do suffer. So don't let that be you. Know your rights, know your privacy, know what you are doing. If you do not know anything, just be neutral. If you're not interested, say you're not interested. But do not defame, or do not deproject, or do not insult, or do not say something about things you do not have any idea about. So this is what takes place. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like the cyber security and cyber crimes video and the cyber punishment part of it. I'll be writing a book on this, and the price will be decided later. Let me know if you love this video, and if you're ready for discussions. I am Dr. Rohit. I need legal advice. If any sections can be added or deducted, let me know. All the lawyers are open for this discussion. And thanks for joining me. This is Dr. Rohit, and this is Dr. Rohit signing off from Indian Students Academy and Rohit Productions. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.